Live from Orillia, here we are today, continuing our interview with Keegan Elmore. So, we're going to ask you some questions about your personal life. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. How confident are you in mathematics?
I'm fairly confident. I've always been successful in school. My dad was a teacher, and growing up he helped me a lot and kind of put me ahead of a lot of the other students.
Would you consider yourself a mathematician?
I wouldn't go that far, Diane.
Okay. So, does that mean you've had struggles in math?
Yeah, I have actually had some struggles in math in high school. I slowly kind of went downhill. I started with a few grades here and there that I didn't do so well in, and by the end of it in grade 12, I wasn't very confident in my math skills. I don't know if it was whether or not the way I was being taught, or if it was just my attention in class.
So, how do you feel about math now?
After the math equivalency test or exam, I feel a little bit more confident. Just kind of getting back into math, getting away from the really hard stuff from grade 12 and stuff. Kind of build my confidence a little bit. I feel a lot better now, but I definitely want to build my confidence a little bit more.
In your early math, what can you remember of your math learning?
Early math, I don't really remember too much about how I was taught. I don't remember if we used many manipulatives or anything. Growing up, the only one I can really remember is like the pi fractions that everybody always used. Yeah, I think a lot of people use those. I do remember learning a hamburger. Sorry, that's pretty good. I do remember learning a lot from the textbook and just kind of doing the step-by-step learning. Yeah.
Do you have any memorable experiences from that stand out?
When I was in grade 9, one of the first tests that I didn't do so well on, and my math teacher kind of really helped me. She stayed after school and did some one-on-one lessons with me, and really helped me a lot. That really stood out. No, I don't really remember how she taught me, but I believe it was very similar to the textbook learning as well. So.
Would you have a favorite math teacher?
Favorite math teacher. That teacher, her name was Mrs. Lloyd.
She was your favorite?
I guess so. She was a nice lady.
So what are your goals as a future math teacher?
I want to be similar to Miss Lloyd in that sense, where I want to be able to be open and be there for my students. But I also want to kind of stay up to date, especially in math. I know it's changing a lot, and the way that we teach it is a lot different than the way that we learned when we were younger, right? So I think as a future teacher, I really want to promote using manipulatives and really get students to understand how their number sense and understand what they're doing, and not just why they're doing or how they do it, but why they do it as well.
So what do you think the techniques are you will use to be an effective math teacher?
A lot of hands-on teaching, a lot of realistic or real-to-life learning and stuff like that.
Awesome. Do you have any math messages for our listeners before we sign off?
Keep doing it.
Sign off.